Welcome to another Rust base tutorial. As you may know, my name is Grams and I'm here to show you how to build this magnificent ladder-proof base for Rust. As it may be a bit inaccurate to deem this as a ladder-proof, however this design's purpose is to make it that the base will require a lot of C4 or rockets in order to roof raid it. If your raiders feel that they would have made an easy, quick getaway raid from the roof, your raiders will quickly realize that they have made a grave mistake. This base features a 16 C4 requirement in order to raid from this roof, and 10 C4 requirement from the sides. Each floor of the base also features 6 rooms that be configured to your own needs, and the external walls can also be modified to have even more defense. Enough with the overview though, let me show you how to build this. Okay, to begin the foundation for constructing this base, you want to start with the triangle foundation in a relatively flat area. As you see, I found a relatively flat area and I placed my triangle foundation to make sure that it fits. You want to start with a circle, like so. When you're done placing that, you want to get a square foundation and place it everywhere that you can right now. When you're done placing these square foundations, you want to place a triangle foundation in between the gaps. After you filled in the gaps, you should have this circle. Once you have this basic design, you want to start with the square foundation and go 2 squares off in every direction like so. You want to do it every single direction off of your triangles and squares. After you've done that all the way around your entire circle, you want to start with a triangle foundation at the end of it. When you're done with your triangles, you want to remove the 2 squares you had done previously like so. Go back to your triangle foundation and make a half circle going back, and remove the previous ones. You should end up with the triangle with that small gap there. That allows you to do a double wall there, so you're able to have that double protection. So if that was too quick for you, I'll do it one more time. You do the square 1, square 2, triangle, then remove the 2 squares, make a triangle half circle going back, and then remove the previous. Do that all the way around, and then back. When you're done, you should have this nice, perfect sun. When you have this nice, pretty sun, it's pretty simple from here. You want to get a square foundation and build off of every single triangle like so. Build a square, like so. So you should start getting a shape like this. Get back to your triangle foundations and just make more. So the end result should be looking something like that. So let's do another one. Put a square foundation and put 2 triangles on the side. There we go. Now also save you guys a little bit more time, and I'll just finish this up. When you're done, you should have this nice pretty design. Now, let's go ahead and start setting up our walls and our roofs. When you finish your foundation, you'll start setting up your base. I'm going to start with the doorway. I'm going to start on a square piece in order to have your doors lined up correctly. Start with your door and build your walls in order to have 2 high on the interior of your walls. We're going to start with the inner of your base first, because it's probably what you're going to start with your foundation sitting on the outside until you have enough materials. Start with your walls, build it up 2 high. If you want to, you can start setting up your cupboard. You can put it right here. Now, you want to start with your rooftops. You're going to place it above every single triangle foundation, like so, on the first layer. You want to place it all the way around. Only put them above the triangles though, because if you don't put them above the triangles, put above the squares, it's going to automatically fill in the walls. And you'll see what I mean later on. After you place down your rooftops, you're ready to start placing down your walls. Have them face outward like so. Now, you can also put some triangle foundations underneath for some more support and some more defense. However, since your loot is also going to be on the first floor, once they break through the roof, it's kind of pointless. So, I like to avoid that just to save a little bit of material that's needed for some upgrading or otherwise. So we're going to place some walls, protect our cupboard, and then we're going to start finishing off of it and placing our roof in between. After this, we're going to start placing our staircase in order for us to get up. It seems like I messed up there and forgot a wall. Place a wall here. And roof. Okay. Let's begin putting down our U-shaped stairs. And you can put it in any one of these squares. It really doesn't matter. Whatever floats your boat. I'm going to put it here just for the hell of it. Get your floor squares. Put it above all the squares. Get your triangles and go all the way around. Now, when you go inside, you'll be able to go up your stairs and you have all your loot rooms on the sides. From here, I recommend somehow getting to the second floor right up here, because this will make your job a lot easier, whether or not you remove some of these triangles and you just place down the square for now, then place some stairs going up, or otherwise. The reason why I say this is because it'll save you a lot of trouble later on when you're trying to build this up, because obviously you guys are not going to be able to fly like I can. It just makes this easier for me to show you how to do this. You want to build your triangle foundations like this after you get up here, and you want to build your squares in as well, like so. When you've completed this, you want to build up your walls one more time going around. Go all the way around, build up your walls, and you're going to also create a roof while you're at it. So, protect this. Make sure you don't forget your roof. Include them right up here. Add in some floor squares. And then add in your walls. And then seal it all up. You remove your stairs at this point probably. For me, I'm just gonna seal it up. Now you're gonna notice that some of these walls become double. Go ahead and place them all the way around like so. That'll allow you to get some extra protection later on. Let's get some triangle foundations here and seal this off right here. You're probably going to be still standing on that staircase or not, depending on what your situation is at the time. When you're done with that, you're ready to place down your rooftops. So let's continue. Let me fall down a little bit. Let's continue and place down the roofs right on top of the other ones, and they're going to be lined up with your double walls here. So technically, instead of just being 4 roofs to just pile this up, you're going to have 8 roofs going all the way around. So you're going to have double the protection. You ready to place down your wall frames for your double doors going in and out, for your furnaces, your chests, your beds and everything, so you have all the protection that you need. And there you go. You have a portion of your base set up and created and protected. After you've completed the inside of your base, or the inner circle of it, you'll realize that the sides of your base are very, very prone to attack. It only takes 2 C4 or 4 C4 in order to get the internal side of your base, not including the upper channels of your base. So that's why we have these external foundations, in order to create a lot more defense. We're going to start with some doorways, leading yourself out to freedom. I like to add some foundation steps in order to get up them a little bit easier. And you want to create some walls facing outward. Pretty much you want to have all the edging of your base looking like this for the outside. Make sure you have the strong side out in order to not people have picking at your base or hitting the weak parts of your base. go around your entire base like so, and setting each one of them up. I would recommend doing it 2 high or 3 high in order to get more of a protection. Well, it's more of like an easier way of setting this up. You want to build up all these walls going all the way up to the 3rd floor to make this all 100% level. Now here's a few ideas in order to make your base a little bit more protected from the outside so you aren't stuck with a one-way entrance in case you wanted to fight off your intruders. Maybe you can add a door here and maybe a window. Maybe that'll save you a little bit of a headache so you can get rid of some nakeds outside of your door or something. Or adding in a floor frame here and some basic floor triangles and a doorway just in order to fight them off, or otherwise. You guys can be a little bit creative in having the external defense of your place, and you can also link these from door to door. So say if I wanted to put up a wall here and I have all this set up, you can actually create an entrance from each one of these. So if I created a doorway here and here, you can actually go in between and you can go around your entire base and having a 2nd floor of protection. Or you can just keep it solid like the other one and just keep it to where nobody can really sneak in through any windows or otherwise. I know this looks like a little bit of a cluster, but however, it makes a little bit more sense when you start seeing the bigger picture of where you can really set up your defenses. So this is how you create the ladder-proof base. If you guys enjoyed this video or any of my others, make sure you leave a like. And if you have any suggestions or otherwise, just leave a comment below. As for now, good luck out there.